I'm going to start off by apologizing for the quality of this video. I'm sure it is pretty grainy and it might freeze. We do not have Wi-Fi at our house, so I'm just going off my Verizon cell phone, and the service sometimes is not the best. So I just finished up jarring 7 jars of maple syrup. I had a really getting my pan up to 219. I boiled that for, gosh, almost 4 hours, and I never got up to 219, but it got like a sugary film on top, and the bubbles were moving really slow, and it was getting really thick, so I ended up taking it off. I don't know. I might have took it off too early. I didn't want it to burn. So we're going to get this pan up to 219, or as close as we can to 219. Right here are my jars. I've got those on. I've got another 8 quarts of syrup. I'm trying to get the syrup warm with the lid on, and then I am going to have to take it off because it's going to need to boil off some of the water. And then I have more right here. So I've got 3 pans going. This one is already getting hotter than my first batch. So my first batch, I started with an entire 8 quarts, and I only had about a quarter of that pan or that pot left. So it still needed to burn off quite a bit. I should have probably started outside in the turkey deep fryer, but here we are. So that got up to 216. See how it jumps around so much? The color's looking nice. It's got a little bit of foam, but I'm going to filter that with cheesecloth. Just need to get these jars hot. And then hopefully we'll be jarring here in a minute. Avery's in the living room watching Judge Judy and eating Pringles. So if you hear crunching, how are those dill pickle Pringles, Avery?
They're so good.
Pringles are on sale at Kroger for $1.50. You have to clip the digital coupon. Hello. We are getting ready to jar some maple syrup. I've just got to get this pot to start jarring. So I have been boiling now for almost 4.5 hours. I started at 1 o'clock. It's now 4:21 Standard Eastern Time. Ooh, 217.8. We're getting closer. Gosh, my jars, they better hurry up and get warm. And then I'll move you guys to the other side so you can watch me jar. I'm going to take the, oh, see how low? Now it jumped to 215. See, it bounces around so much. But they say the sweet spot is 219, and hold it steady for a little bit, and then it's ready. But see how slow the bubbles are moving already? But just to show you a color comparison, this is stuff that still needs to, there, get my finger in the frame. This still needs to burn off quite a bit. I was hoping to have all this done in 2 hours. I didn't realize how much water was still in the maple sap. 217. Oh, back down to, oh, 219.2. Did you guys see that? Okay, now we're down to 215. I want to get back up to 219 for a minute. Not a whole minute, but I have to move my pans around once I take this one off. So I'm going to just try it. I'm going to grab a spoon. This has been boiling for hours, so it is going to be very hot. It's good. It's not nearly as good as our first batch. So I'm going to let it keep going for another couple seconds or minutes. I'm not sure. I want to see that 219 again. I kind of want it to hover at 219 for a minute. Oh. You guys were stuck to the counter from maple syrup. Need to get these jars boiling. They're just simmering, but I want to get those to a boil. I'm going to pick you guys up and show you the ones that I just got done doing. So this is my filter and my funnel. But this is what I just jarred. It's pretty yellow. I should have let it keep going. This is our first batch that we did last week. And it's a little bit darker. I think I got too anxious and pulled that off too early. It will still be good, but it won't be nearly as sweet. So I need to get back over here. Oh, wow, it went down to 214. Why does it jump around like that so much? See, now we're 214.3. What am I doing wrong? I don't understand. See, now look at it. Went to 217. Is anybody watching an expert on maple syrup? This is only our second year. I could use some pointers. Do I just need to have better patience? I mean, it shouldn't, the temperature shouldn't bounce around that much. Is it because I don't know. Does it matter? Gas versus electric? See, now we're down to 214. Ooh, Wisconsin Dells. I'm in southeastern Michigan. I'm anxious to get out to the trees because it is almost 65 degrees here. Pretty blue skies. Feels like summer. But it didn't get below freezing last night. It only went down to like 34. So I don't know if the trees are going to be running or not. I want to make sure I don't pull this off too early. See, we went from 216 down to 214. And I don't know how accurate this thermometer is either. Oh. I'm going to do a taco bar as soon as I get some of this maple syrup off of the stove. Avery's in the pantry looking for something to eat for dinner. Nope, I made sure the girls were in their rooms. Avery just got home, but she's in the living room. $2.17. The way it was boiling, I thought for sure we would already be putting it in jars. There's 218. Oh, I thought maybe we'd see 219 again. So this is the thing with maple syrup. It is a slow, long process. We boiled yesterday from 5 o'clock until midnight. And now I've been boiling since 1 Standard Eastern Time. Let's see, am I boiling in this one yet? Okay, I'm going to take the lid off that one. See that steam? That's the water boiling off. And this, I mean, still has quite a bit of steam, so it's just still burning off. What about this big pot? No. It's not even warm yet. It's still cold. Try to scooch it back. Calamity's at the door. She wants in, but she's been out playing in the mud. Got up to 218, but now look it went down to 215. So I've just been standing here all day watching the thermometer. You hate to walk away. And I don't know if you've been watching this pot at all, but this pot started very cloudy. Okay, but now that it's starting to warm up, it's getting clear. But there's stuff in the pot. That's ash from the evaporator, because we do that on over a fire, and foam. But I filter that out. I have my little scooper strainer thing. This. And then I just scoop all that out. Strain it all out. And the longer you wait, it clumps up and you can get it all out with one good swoop. But I don't want to get too far into that because I need to watch this temperature. Once it gets to 219 and holds it there for a little bit of time, I'm going to start jarring. See, and then the ash is in there. But it all clumps together. Put this back over here. And down to 214.0. Is it because I walked by? Come on, jars. I know if I stopped taking the lid off, it would warm up faster. See how clear that got? And it's got like 2 clumps there. I'm going to take that lid off too. This is taking a lot longer than I had thought it would. So I might have to cook dinner tonight on the Blackstone. Seeing how my kitchen stove, which if this is something we keep doing, I think I want to get a stove, just a used stove for my garage and do this in my garage because I really shouldn't be boiling it this much in the house because all that water vapor. Oh, I'm getting a phone call. Sorry about that. Christopher was calling. Avery, you'll have to call your dad and let him know. I guess he doesn't watch the YouTube channel when he's at work. Or else he would have seen we were live. Man, down to 214. At least it hasn't gotten any lower than 214. The lowest I've seen is 214.0. Isn't that crazy how clear it got? I'm going to scoop those out. Oh, and now it got too hot underneath my microwave, so now my microwave fan turned on. Which then I think that will slow it down, right? Because it's sucking all the hot air out. I don't know. What did Dad have to say? Okay. Oh, okay. See all that ash. But that's why we filter it so many times to get all this stuff out of there. It's just ash from the fire last night and a little bit of foam. That's all.
It goes through the surface.
And then just like that, it's all out.
A lot more.
That's what I just did, but I don't know if it was done. Avery, see how yellow it looks? I
No,
think
I'm talking about this pot. You have a whole pot.
I know. That's what I started with today. I know. Oh, Dad found us, Avery. Slowly but surely. Okay, but Chris, are you still watching or at least listening? Because I know you're driving home. The first pot went from even more than that down to like a quarter, and I never hit 219. But this fan underneath the microwave turns on after it gets so hot. So I don't know if that has something to do with it, but it got that like layer and the bubbles started going really slow. So Avery and I pulled it off. Oh, Avery, that's gonna be so hot. Don't touch.
Mom, they're like the same color.
Is it like the same color? I felt like it was a little bit yellower.
I feel like they're the same color.
Okay. And like this one, it hit 219 for a half of a millisecond. And then it drops to 214, and then it goes back up to 217, and it has not hit 219 again. So, I don't know. Avery, what was the temperature we got the first one to? 2.8. No, I never hit 219. It was like 217. 217, I think I seen. No, I mean today.
Oh, I don't.
But it's like the temperature is jumping around so much. And the stove has been on full blast for 4.5 hours now. Okay, if you're between 215 and 219 and you start getting that waxing, you're pretty close to finished. Okay. All right, so maybe we're okay. This is what I got out of that one pan. But see, it's a little yellow. Oh, I might have jumped the gun a little bit. And then this is the stuff that our first batch. Ooh, that's okay. So it is a little bit darker. I was getting nervous. I didn't want it to burn. I didn't want to lose it. Oh, that's what I did because I tried it and it was not nearly as sweet as our first batch. So, okay. Dad said if you go too high, you're going to start breaking down the sugars too much. Shoot. Maybe that's what happened. Okay. This is stressful. I mean, it's not really stressful. It's just, I don't want to screw it up. I don't know. I might have cooked too much out of it. Three. Ah, we will. Hopefully. It's so good. But it's... Okay. I'm not very good at patience, but I'm going to try. There's still quite a bit of water that's burnt off today because I started with that 8-quart Dutch oven pan. It was all the way up to the top. And by the time I was done, there was only 1/4 of it left. Yeah, I totally understand. Buying it's much easier. But fresh, homemade maple syrup, oh, there's nothing like it. So good. You can get something close to it. Yes, that's true. So much work goes into maple syrup. Hopefully we have sap out at the trees from today, but it didn't get below freezing last night. So, oh, I just heard one of my jars pop. The seal. I wonder if there's a trick to get that to stay and not jump around so much. See? Okay, look it. It's got that film on it. But it's at 217. I think I might pull this off. Yeah, because it has a sheet of like a film on it. It might be ready. Okay, so I'm gonna move you guys over here. I'm gonna get my jars out and we are going to put some of this in jars. Okay. So now I'm gonna turn this burner off. I've got to be careful. I don't want to burn myself. Okay. I'm gonna turn that burner off also. I've got to get this. Okay, I'm far from knowing what I'm doing. I'm just. Okay, so these are hot. I want that to drain though. Oh, hey, Aubrey! Hey! Okay, out of the kitchen though. I'm so happy you're home from school. I didn't even see your bus.
Oh,
How was your day?
good.
I think I'm gonna do. Okay, so if you're commenting, I'm not ignoring you. I just can't see you. Okay. All right. Follow your gut. He says. All right. So I'm gonna push this over here. I'm gonna grab this. Yeah, because that waxy film is getting pretty big. Now I'm gonna move this one up here. All right. Funnel. Oh, where's my little thing? Right there. So I'm gonna double filter this. I've got cheesecloth and I have this. So I'm gonna put the cheesecloth in here, like that. All right, ladle. Let's do this. I should have probably filled my little jar first. That's okay. Sorry that fan's running. It's just automatic and it won't let me turn it off. Okay, so now I'm gonna switch to this little one. Because that's all I might get out of here. I don't even know if you guys can even see what I'm doing. I should have probably did that big jar. Okay. I think that's all that's gonna fit. Now what do I do? Okay, where's my seals? Here's my rings. I might have to pour that syrup in our jar that we have. In the fridge. This is so hot. I feel like it's a lot hotter than the last one. Woo! Okay. All right, now I have to move this thermometer over to this other pan. I wonder if I should pour. Okay, so this one. Okay, that's at 199. Put it on the bottom. Okay. 198. All right, let me grab. Can you pour fresh maple syrup into, but the jar is cold, so probably not. Oh, good. Thank you. I was afraid that they would be too, oh, I have a little jar in here. Let me get a little jar. I was afraid that the color was too yellow. Okay, hot jar. Let's see. Oh, yay! Look at that. It's just shy from the top, but that will do. This one I'm going to put back in here. Put this in here. Okay. Put this one back in the fridge. Oh, hold on, Obs. I want to show you something. Okay. Oh, sorry. That on there like that. I might run out of rings. I should have went to Walmart today. Okay, so that's where we're at. This one will probably keep because it's not filled to the tippity top. Okay. All right, so that's what we've done so far. I've got this pan up to 207. And then I've got a big 8-quart pot back there that I need to strain. So let's just go ahead and strain it now. Cheesecloth out of there. See how it clumps up to one solid cluster. I think there. I just want to take out the foamy stuff. Our house sure is hot with all this cooking. Okay, I'm just gonna let that keep coming together. Okay, we've got some good boiling happening in this pan over here. I'll prop you guys. You can watch that number for me. Sorry if that was loud. Got this. Need those jars to stay hot. There's still quite a bit that's going to burn off from this one, even though the temperature's high. Because look at how fast the bubbles are. The bubbles are moving so fast. So that's going to burn off quite a bit. Okay, so now we're down to 2 burners being on. So that fan should turn off, hopefully. You know what? I wonder if I switched pans because this pan has smaller opening, so the surface area is smaller. I wonder if I switched it to that pan, how much heat I would lose in switching that over. Because it would boil off faster because I have more surface area. So, whew. Well, I don't want to burn myself, and I don't want to catch the house on fire. So I'm just going to go over here and do this. That might have been not the best idea, because now I might have lost heat. But you know what? I think it might be better in the long run. Let's put this back in. And that little pot was just getting too hot anyways. Come on. Okay. All right. Okay. All right, we're back. All right, so that's gonna boil. That one back there, look at how clear it's gotten. Will it let me turn this off yet? No, see, it doesn't let me turn it off. Oh, there's Aubrey in the reflection, staying away from all the hot stuff. But look at how clear that has gotten already. It was so cloudy. So that's good. Okay, and then my jars are back there staying warm. And this is gonna take some time. So we gotta get it back up to a boil, and we gotta burn off. Oh, the bubbles are starting on the bottom there. So that's good. We just gotta get some surface bubbles. So we're doing okay. Am I gonna need more jars? I think I only have what's in there. Oh my goodness, I think I'm gonna have to call Christopher. I think he's gonna need to stop at Walmart and buy more jars. Because, what do I have in here? I have 4. I'm gonna put this one in there. Does this ring fit on this? Okay. Let me stand these up. I'm gonna stand these jars up. Because with maple syrup, it's nice having the smaller jars, because let's be real, how much maple syrup can somebody eat? I mean, you could use it for oats, overnight oats instead of honey. Pancakes, breakfast stuff, of course. Maybe baking instead of some type of sweetener. Okay, so there's that. Okay, so that is at 208, which you guys knew that before that. Oh, did you see the dresses I got you? You can put there, you can try them on before you shower. Oh, Avery. Oh, Avery's sitting out. All that maple syrup excitement, Avery fell asleep on the couch. Okay, so I'm going to end this video here because this has a long ways to go. And I can tell by the way it looks. It looks watery. It's not thick. The bubbles are moving super fast. That's going to cook down probably more than half, or probably half of where it's at. That is going to cook down probably to a quarter, from a full to a quarter. At least that's what my first batch did. And then I need to go check my basement to see what jars I have. So I will check in with you guys later. Maybe I'll go live again in a little bit and show you the last little batch. If not, I will give you a little update video. I hope everybody has a wonderful Friday. I hope you're enjoying this beautiful weather, and we will see you soon. Bye-bye.